Hi guys, so as you're aware, we've come away for a few days on our days off. I thought I'd do a little breakdown of the trip. So, just to let you know that you can do it on a cheap budget if needs be. You don't have to go all out and extortionate with it all. So basically, I normally go through Love Holidays and do a little package like with hotel, flights and transfer, because it's just easier, it's simply straightforward. But when I looked on Love Holiday this time round, it was a bit over budget, and I thought, no, I ain't doing it, because I only had £150 to get the hotel and the flight. So that was the challenge, to get something in that price range basically. So as I couldn't do for Love Holidays, I went out of comfort zone, which I don't normally do, and I went about it as in booking the flight and hotel and the transfer separate. And obviously before that you need to tally things up so they all, they're all going the right way and same time, sort of kind of thing. So basically went on to booking.com, booked a flight on booking.com from Birmingham to Malaga. Now I always try and get an early flight and a late flight coming back, because we only go for a couple of days, so it always adds that extra bit of time. So when we get there earlier, we've got that extra bit of day to do something, and coming back, we ain't got a rush to come back, we can always try to find something to do before we come back. It doesn't always plan out like that, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but this time it did. So we got a 6:20 flight in the morning from Birmingham to Malaga, and coming back we got a late flight, so all of that come to £206.17, which was cheaper than Love Holiday at the time. So I'd booked all that, I was all a bit confident knowing that I'd booked the flight, but now I need to book the hotel. So I looked on the maps and tried to pinpoint what hotels were near the airport, so we didn't have to travel too far, because sometimes you can get hotels that are like 3-4 hours away from the airport, and I wasn't about to do all that. So I looked at the pinpoints on the map, realised there was a train station outside the airport, so that was a bonus. So I kind of looked at the train station, see what direction it went in. It turned out it went to I can never pronounce it. Torremolinos. Oh God, I can't pronounce it. Torremolinos, I think it's called. That's it. It took a minute to learn that. And it was like a 16-minute train ride. So I thought, okay, we'll do that. So then I looked around in that area, see what kind of hotels they were, and I found a hotel called the Cozy Inns Apartments, which is an 8-minute walk from the train station to their hotel, and it was a 1-minute walk from the beach, and you had the restaurants and you had shops, and it was in a good location basically. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to book that, and that's what I did. So that hotel for 2 nights for 2 adults come to £92.91, which for me that was really, really good, because the quality of the hotel was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Now I'd actually gone within my budget of £299.08, so I completed the challenge, but there turned out to be a service charge of £2.24 and 10% VAT of £9.29, which took me a little bit over the budget of £310.61. Now, if it weren't for that VAT and that service charge, I would have stayed under budget. But it just shows that you can actually get a flight and get a hotel cheap, you know, for yourself, for 2 people, if you just look around. I am coming to realise that it is a bit cheaper to do it all separate. But for me, I used to do it through Love Holiday because it was the simplest and easiest way. But now I've learned you can do it that way, and it's not that hard. It is a bit cheaper. So, yeah, that is the breakdown of our getaway to Malaga. Torremolinos, that's the one. No jokes, and you know, it took me ages to say it, but yeah, all in all, it has turned out to be a good few days on a budget. So yeah, there's no stopping us. Over and out.